Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I am Shay. This is the Sariah. This is the Sariah and Shay show. Um, Happy Monday. Thank you guys so much for coming in. If no one's in here, it's okay because Sariah and I are going to read and we're going to have fun about it and we're going to look crazy. And I just got off of work and my hair is a mess. And Sariah is still a gorgeous, beautiful baby. So we are just so happy to be here. We had an amazing Mother's Day, my first Mother's Day. So we had did a special story time with my mom, three generations right here, right? And we did Style Your Way, our book. I'm gonna start putting the link in the description so you can go ahead and see it every Sunday. We just did it that Sunday, but we usually read it every Friday. We read Style Your Way. So come and join us when we come in here on Fridays when we have some fun. And we do Style Your Way on every Friday. So come. I just said that. So come every Friday when we're reading Style Your Way. But we read books, all different types of books all the time, I would say. Depending on what type of books that we get from the library, depending on what type of books that I've just interested in. One thing about me, I love picking books that are really cute, fun, easy, rhyming, something that's also like witty, funny, humorous. I love books like that. That's a very easy read because she's so young, and it's also where I can bring my personality in. So that's just what I like to do as far as reading the books. So if you ever have any books that you guys know that you love to read, please let us know in the comment section because we're always looking for new books that we know that might be awesome that we can read together, and we can read on Storytime live on here for you guys anytime. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to read this book my mom got us. It's called Wood Could. Wood Could. Yeah, girl. Wood Could. So this is by Tiffany Stone, and it's so funny. It said illustrated by Mike Lowry, right? When I think about Mike Lowry, I think about Bad Boys, right? So it's crazy because I don't know if it's not the same guy. Obviously, it's just who would have known they would have used that name if you were a fan of Bad Boys back in the day? The first one that was Will Smith, Mike Lowry, and that was his name. So it's so funny that the illustrator is Mike Lowry, and I'm gonna keep saying that because it's so cute. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. Sariah, what we got? We have Wood Could by Tiffany Stone, illustrated by Mike Lowry, right? It says Dow Books for Young Readers. Look at this book, Sariah. Sariah, look. It says, one fine day, the forest, Wood, was sleeping like a log when it says, do not disturb. When what? Let's find out. When it says, look, Prince, fluffy butt, a unicorn. A unicorn, Sariah. Look, a unicorn. It says, a unicorn? Where? Where's a unicorn? Where he at? Where's the unicorn, Sariah? It says, oh, she meant him. Wood could be a unicorn. Whee! But why go out on a limb for a stranger? Wood rolled out of his sight. Towel up, Prince. Fluffy for Philly. Well, walk instead. Well, walk instead. Wood could. Wood could. It says, oh no. It says, Wood has drifting back to sleep when, oh no, Prince. Fluffy butt stuck in quicksand. If only I had a bridge. She said, I gotcha. I gotcha, Sariah. I gotcha. What they got to do? What's this gonna come when they said, I gotcha? She said, Wood could be a bridge. Ouch. But why branch out? He said, Wood could rather stick to sleeping. So off he rode to find somewhere more peaceful. Towel up, Prince, Fluffy butt. I'm coming. I'm coming. Wood had just settled into a mosey stop. When a mosey spot when it says Prince Flufflebutt's been kidnapped. Pirates took him and left him on a desert island. I can't swim out to save him in this bog gown. If only I had a ship. Hint, hint, hint. Wood could. Wood could. Wood could, Sariah. Oh, they always want wood could to say. They say, son, wood could be a ship. Wood could be a ship. But better yet, she could leave him alone. Hint, hint. He was going for a prince. Rolled, Nap Wool rolled over away. Wait for us. Far, far away. Far, far away. Wood could. They want wood could to do everything. It says, but not far enough. Help! Help! Sariah, help! Help! It says a dragon flew off with Prince Fluffybutt and dropped him in his nest. She'll be here back soon and she'll be hungry. Hungry. I need a ladder. Quick, wood could. Quick. He said, of course. Could a ladder? Could be a ladder? They said, but she was so out of her tree. If she thought wood would, tile up, Prince Fluffybutt. I'll save you. Woo-hoo! I'll save you. Wood could. It says, hey, come back, Princess Fluffybutt. It's barely stuck. Please. It says, Wood fled a tiny splinter of guilt. Maybe he could, but on it wasn't his final. Wasn't his final. Wood could. And then what happens, Sariah? It says, later that fine, quiet day, deep in the forest, Wood was finally sleeping. He says, like a log when boo, 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 Sariah, boo. Then it says, boo, hoo. He said, Wood had never seen or heard such a noise. Never heard such a noise. Then he said, he decided to root out the curtain. What did Wood could see? What did Wood could see, Sariah? And then it says, what Wood felt was bigger than a splinter. Wood felt a knot from deep inside. The knot did not feel good. In his stomach, he felt a knot in his stomach. He knew something was wrong, Sariah. Maybe it was time to turn over a new leaf. Wood could. But wood. I love that. But wood. It says, yes, wood. Roll, Sariah. Roll, he said. Wood felt a warm inside. The warm feeling felt strangely good. Almost as good as taking a nap. Almost as good as taking a nap. And then it says, almost, do not disturb. It says, do not disturb. Unicorn sleeping. Wood good, Sariah. Wood good. So Wood could. I guess Wood, so this book was okay. It says Wood is pining for a nap. So why can't everyone just leave Wood alone? I like it because I like to say Wood could. So it's kind of fun for you to be able to like just bring your personality when you're reading a book, especially to a baby that's really more engaged in this little ball. But if I'm gonna bring my I would say my personality, my mommy game, I'm gonna try to make it as fun as possible. That's the thing about reading. All books aren't good, and that's okay. But when you're in the moment and when you're reading it, you can make it as exciting as you want it to be. It depends on what you're trying to read, right? And then with little kids, you can just make yourself so silly. It makes them so happy, right? And don't you want to just love seeing their smile when they're reading? I mean, when you're reading, just feeling that, and it makes me feel warm when I see her smile when she knows I'm being silly. Wood good, Sariah. Wood good. So that book was okay. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I think the illustrations are cute. I think that wood could. I love that. That wood could, because I can make it really funny. But mostly, that was a 5 out of 10. But today we're gonna do a little bit of Espanol. We haven't not done Spanish in a long time, and I feel like we should be doing Spanish every day. Along with a story. So we should be reading a book, and then we should be actually doing some Spanish at the same time. We need to be able to bring that in. This is it's my favorite when this song come on.
Hello, nice to meet you. Let's play now.
Yay! Sariah, let's learn some Spanish. So we're going to be running some daily necessities. And this is an educational device, something that my dad bought her to be able to learn Spanish and English. So you can learn both languages, because it says the English version first. Then it reads it and says the Spanish version, right? So all you have to do is stick the card in. And it says the word in English first. So this is a
Pillow.
pillow.
Almohada.
Almohada.
Pillow.
Pillow.
Almohada.
Almohada. That's a almohada. Pillow. And this is a
Washing machine.
washing machine.
Lavadora.
Lavadora. Washing machine.
Washing machine.
Lavadora. Washing machine. Lavadora. Washing machine. So I love that. So this is this is daily necessities that are in your home. This is a
Television.
television.
Televisión.
Televisión. This is a
Television.
television.
Televisión.
Televisión. Television. This is also something that's in your kitchen to keep the food cold. It is called a
Fridge.
fridge.
Refrigerador.
Refrigerador. This is called a
Fridge.
fridge.
Refrigerador.
Refrigerador. Refrigerador.
Fridge.
Fridge.
Refrigerador.
Refrigerador. I'm going to practice that. We're going to practice that, Sariah. This is called a
Table lamp.
table lamp.
Lámpara de mesa.
Table lamp.
Table lamp. Lámpara de mesa.
Lámpara de mesa. Lámpara de mesa. Table lamp. Lámpara de mesa. Table lamp. This is called you drink juice, water, or coffee or tea out of this cup.
Taza.
Taza. This is what you drink: water, tea, coffee out of a cup.
Taza.
Taza. Cup. Taza. Taza. Cup. This is where you can eat oatmeal, cereal, all different types of soup in a
Bowl.
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 Bowl. So it's just
Bowl.
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 Bowl. So in Spanish, it's really quick. Bowl. But in English, it's bowl. Bowl. But in Spanish, it's
Bowl. Bowl.
bowl. Bowl. Let's see. This is where you play with your friends, and you play with this at school.
Doll.
Doll.
Muñeca.
Muñeca.
Doll.
Doll.
Muñeca.
Muñeca. You have a muñeca. Muñeca. This is something that Sariah is sitting in right now. It is called a
Chair.
chair.
Silla.
Silla. It is called a
Chair.
chair.
Silla.
Silla. Silla, chair.
Soap.
Soap.
Jabón.
Shabon. This is something that you wash up with when you take a shower or a bath. This is called
Soap.
soap.
Jabón.
Chabon. Chabon. Soap. Chabon. This is something that you use when you brush your teeth.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Pasta de dientes.
Pasta de dientes.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Pasta de dientes.
Pasta de dientes. Pasta de dientes.
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Pasta de dientes.
Pasta de dientes. Toothpaste. You getting sleepy, baby? We're doing one more. You also use this to brush your teeth. This is called a
Toothbrush.
toothbrush.
Cepillo de dientes.
Ooh.
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
Cepillo de dientes.
Get cepillo de dientes.
Toothbrush.
Toothbrush.
Cepillo de dientes.
Cepillona de dientes. Cepillona de dientes. It is a toothbrush. We'll do one more, and she is all set. This is something that mommy wears when she's not wearing her contacts. They are called
Glasses.
glasses.
Anteojos.
Anteojos. They are called
Glasses.
glasses.
Anteojos.
Anteojos. Anteojos. Glasses. So we did Spanish for the day.
There is no card.
I love it.
Inserted.
Love it. Love it. We're done. We did some Espanol today. We read a story. We're going to try to do Espanol every day. I'm going to try to do 2 books maybe a day. It depends on how restless my baby is. But thank you guys so much for coming to our story and Espanol time. Please come with us tomorrow. We will be here having some fun, reading some books, learning some Espanol, and just, chillaxing, right? Chillaxing and listening to Gracie and playing and being a baby and playing the drums. Go Sariah. Go Sariah. Go Sariah. It's the baby. You the baby. That's Sariah. All right, that was my 1-2. Thank you guys so much for coming to our show. This is the Sariah Shay Show. This is Sariah. I am Shay. I am Sariah's mom. We are here every day, as many days as we can, to come here and read literacy, talk about how fun reading is, read some of it. Oh, we got some. Oh, she got my theme music on. That's my music to leave out. Oh, hey, guess Sariah, hey. But yes, we are here as many days as we can during the week. Thank you guys so much for coming and joining our story time. Come have some fun with us tomorrow. Yes, baby. Tell them to come and see you tomorrow. I know. Tell them to come see you, girl. You eating my jersey. But thank you guys so much for coming in. We will see you guys mañana. Say goodbye, Sariah. Say goodbye, big girl.